Sunday, the 5th of April, 2020. I always forget to turn my volume down on my phone. Let me shut that down. I hope everybody's having a beautiful Sunday. I am here at Franklin Park in Old Town East. And this is our message for today. What a beautiful surrounding all these old homes, these trees. Wonderful energy. Little chilly. This won't be a long video because I'm actually chilly, which is a first. Because they all know me, I'm never cold. First card I got today was suppression. Don't allow fear, worry, doubt, the words of others, negative thought forms, etc., to hold you back. Don't allow them to suppress you. Take back your power today. Take back your power right now. Don't allow the words of others or what's going on to take your power away from you. You have the power. You know, like that song, I've Got the Power. You have the power. Don't allow, boy, my hair looks wonderful in this wind. Don't allow others to take your power away from you. Actually, nobody takes our power away from us. We give it away. Don't allow yourself. Let me correct myself here. I was in error. Don't allow yourself to give your power away. Take your power back. Regroup your power. Call your power back to you. We are all enlightened beings. It's time to recognize and embrace our enlightenment. I hear an airplane. Quit fighting right now. Quit fighting the good. Quit fighting with yourself. Quit fighting your growth. You know, we've been given a time right now where we can grow and work on ourselves. Quit fighting it. Get your head out of the negative. Quit looking at things in a negative way. Quit fighting the good. Allow this time, especially today, to develop and grow spiritually. Become more enlightened. When we become enlightened, we are closer to the universe. We are more godlike, for lack of a better description. I'll probably get chastised on that one. But you know what? It won't be the first time in my 58 years of life I've been chastised about something. Hi, Corey. Quit making things a burden right now. Quit making things a burden. Excuse me. How many times do you hear me say, make life an adventure? Make things an adventure. Change this burden that you're feeling or carrying to an adventure. Make life an adventure. Life does not have to be burdensome. Life is how we perceive it. You know, that little speed bump in the road that you may be encountering right now. When you're laying down on the road looking at it and you're whining, you're looking at it like a big old mountain. But when you stand up and look down at it, it's just a, hi Sharon, it's just a little speed bump. It's all in your perspective. Do your perspective. Do how you look at things. From a place of love, from a place of peace, from a place of joy, not from a place of fear or anger. Are we catching the drift here? Are we catching the drift? We create the situations that we are in, whether they be what we would perceive as perceive as a good situation or a less than good situation. We create those. You know, we can't blame stuff on God or the devil or whatever. Yes, Sharon, I remember you, honey. Hi, Denise. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Matt. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We make our own situations, whether they're good whether we perceive them as good or whether we perceive them as bad. So let's not blame people for the situations we create. If we create it, we can uncreate it. And how do we uncreate a situation that's less than for our higher good, high Terry, or less than desirable? We uncreate it. That's the nice thing. We have the power of creation. Just, hi Wendy, just by changing one single thought form. One. You can change the whole entire outcome. You don't like what you're doing, change your thought form so you can change that outcome. I was asked today, because I stopped by our Parsons Avenue restaurant, TJ's, and got a bite to go. And I was asked if I missed working. And I really kind of had to think for a minute, which, yes, I do miss working, but I'm enjoying so much of what I'm doing right now. Although I do miss the company and I do miss my customers. But I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. Take this time to enjoy what you're doing right now before we do go back to work. But let's make the new normal a normal that's a normal filled with peace, love, joy, healing. No more greed, no more prejudice, no more bigotry, no more deceit. Let's just keep raising, because last night that meditation, it did raise the vibration of this planet. We can all pray every night at the same time if we all want to, and just visualize pushing the planet up higher and higher and higher. Thought form, energy, takes one single thought form. Think about how powerful the human mind is, especially when you add in a healthy dose of enlightenment and spiritualness and positiveness. I'm like the Martha Stewart of spirituality today. Let me get my mixer. Oh, and I hear the little gooses. It's geese. Anyways, they're so cute. Let go of your worries. Let go of your fears. Let go of your doubts. Take time, after this video, if you're carrying stuff, Father, Mother, God. Hi, Laura. Father, Mother, God, help me to have the willingness to release this negative stuff that I'm carrying, the fears, guilt, whatever, anxiety. Help me to have the willingness to release them. And as I release them, because when we release something, we have to replace and fill the void, or otherwise it comes back. Replace it with your love and light, peace, joy, positiveness, happiness, however you want to word it. Because a lot of times it'll be like, here, I release this. Got my hand up, you can see. Here, I release this. But we're holding on to it like it's a precious gold, a diamond, a precious mineral. Excuse me. Sometimes we just have to go like this and put it out like this. I release this. I release this. Release, release, release. And then replace with something that's of love and light. Got to keep that vibration high, especially right now. Keep that vibration high. That song, remember that song? Of course, I'm a little up there, but the 80s song, pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the vibration, pump up the vibration, pump up the vibration. Because that's what we need to do right now, is pump up the vibration. And believe. Believe that we can, and believe that we are doing it this very moment. Maybe this, hello Clark, maybe this is the new heaven and earth that's going to happen. Hello Jessica, that they talked about in the Bible. I'm not one to expound the Bible or Christianity, because growing up it left a very bad taste in my mouth. But let's make this a new planet. Let's make this a new earth. Let's raise this vibration. Raise this vibration. And start loving life again. Start loving each other again. Start loving all that there is. You know what? Because everything's connected. I'm connected to that tree behind me. You're connected to that tree behind me. Hello, Anthony. We're connected to that fish pond over there. We're all connected. We are all connected. Recognize that connection. And also realize there is nobody greater than and nobody less than. We are all equal. You pull away these physical bodies, we're pure love and light energy. No race, no gender, no orientation, divine feminine and divine masculine, equal parts, yin and yang. Okay? Get it. Plug into that consciousness. Plug into that consciousness, the consciousness of the divine, the consciousness of the universe. Plug into that consciousness. When we are plugged in, we're already connected, but sometimes we have to plug in. Is your connection dial-up? Unfortunately, I'm old enough to remember the dial-up connections and the bulletin board services before it was even internet. So you had that noise. Anyways, are you a dial-up? Or are you like the great big broadband fiber optic? That's about as technical as I get, by the way. Make your connection that broadband fiber optic connection to the universe. Make it that high speed, whatever. Because I'm so not tech savvy. All I know is I'm plugged in. My solar plexus is just plugged in so hugely. Imagine, of course, all of our chakras are plugged in, but imagine I would stand up and it'd probably fall off the back of this bench. Oops, goodness gracious. Your solar plexus, which is your abdomen, your belly. Imagine this big, big beacon, huge, like a light pole beacon, tree trunk beacon of light coming in and out, in and out. Imagine that as your connection. This is where we get the term gut feeling, your solar plexus. I hope I'm making sense so far. And if not, it'll make sense to somebody, because before I do each message, I'm like, Father, Mother, God, let me deliver the best message that I can deliver for the highest good, even if it's only for one person. Because if it's for one person, my job's done then, for that time frame. My job will never be done. None of our jobs will never be done. I'm going to do one more card here. That's only because I'm cold and I want to get back in my warm van. One more card. Okay. Sometimes we have to do some footwork, and we do have to do some footwork. We just can't sit on our duffs and say, I want this, and then not do anything about it. Sometimes we have to do the footwork. Part of our footwork is praying, meditating, being pleasant to one another, and working on changing the things in our life that we don't want anymore. I'm Andy, working on changing the things in our life, even the aspects of ourselves that maybe we don't want anymore. Okay, I embellished the truth. Isn't that a nice word? I embellished. We're going to do one more card here. Do the footwork. Be the person you want to be. Recreate yourself. Every minute we're given, that's another minute to recreate ourselves. Then we can recreate ourselves again and recreate ourselves again. It's just so wonderful. Who needs Botox or plastic surgery? We can recreate ourselves through spirit. And that's the best kind of recreation there is. Also a lot cheaper too. These little tools that we have talked about today. Hi, Hazel. These little tools we have talked about today, if we bring them into play, if we bring them into physical for our lives, bring them into fruition, bring them into us, make these little changes, do these little simple things, we can bring more success to our lives. And a lot of people, they think of success just as money. And you know what? Money is kind of nice because, my income right now with the restaurant being closed and my office being closed has really took a hit. But you know what? Still have a roof over my head. I got that little itty bitty unemployment check I got Friday. Itty bitty. But you know what? My needs are met. I have success because I feel good about me. When you feel good about yourself and you love yourself, you love yourself without condition, that agape, that God-given, that universe-given love, then you're full of success. Be happy. Drive out any negative emotions. Release them. We have to experience them because we're human, but once we experience them, release them and drive them out. Drive them away. I hope this message makes sense to everybody out there today. Hello, Kay. Have a great and Buddhaliciously blessed Sunday. What's left of it. Namaste.